I don't know. I could... I say... This is easier to do. I say... call technicality on the boosters. At the very least, because those are exactly the same. Nothing else on this ship is exactly the same. Except for those boosters. There's no reason to remake them when I can say that I ripped them off my ship, because it's literally the same. The boosters didn't get better, the rocket got heavier, and somehow we got further. I don't know how it works either. I didn't want to do that. Give me back the rocket. Give me back the rocket. Fine. Where's my rocket? There we go. Why I have to break this down, I'll never know. Okay. So... goodbye, rocket. I get 2 boosters from that. Everything else on it's been destroyed. We'll just say I'm not a very good cannibal. Alright. So the boosters, that's what I gotta spawn in. Alright, 2 boosters. There we go. Nothing ever happens. So there's your boosters. So now I need the thruster and the 2 fins. It's not too bad. Maybe I should just use the plates. I think I'll use the plates for now, and then I'll replace the body, because the actual process of making the fins is more annoying than anything else. Compressed tin. I don't think I made any of that. That requires steel. Oh dear. I can't even do that. So... steel and tin. Yeah, steel. So I need 2 of these. No. 1 of these. And tin. Which I didn't make. Do I even have any tin in here? Okay, I do. So, 6. That's 3. That's enough. Alright. We're getting it done. We're gonna have a tier 3 rocket at some point. I need to get more meteorites, though. So I got compressed tin and steel. Make a vent. Then I need a canister, which my food used to be in. So 1 of these. Do I have a flint and steel that I haven't used? Yes, somehow. Probably don't have a button. But I do have stone. But it's not in here. So it's in my pocket. So there's a button. And I think that's everything I need. So here, button, tin, vent, heavy duty. So this is the thruster. And the fins are a bit more painful. However, titanium... Ah, crap, I'm a little short on titanium. Sodium's 11, isn't it? So there's your titanium. Because I feel like it's cheaper to make some titanium than it is to build tier 2 plates. Why is this not? Alright, cool. Plenty of titanium. Nope. I've never used the mining hub. I wanted to one day. I knew it wasn't going to happen, though. Alright. 16. Make those. It's 4. Now, the problem is, I need 8. So, I need 1 more stack. It's 2.5 stacks. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Alright, we'll see. Sodium and sodium. And then more sodium. Okay. It's at 62. It's just too short. Literally. Yeah, it's literally too short. So I need 22. What would do the job? 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Oh, crap. 17 takes 3 to get to 10, and then 2 more, so it's 5. I might have some beryllium somewhere. Or no, it's boron, that one. Maybe? Oh, well. That works. You know, these days I don't even need to come down here. Now that my storage is... It's a little bit weird. The storage room was supposed to be used for storage, eventually became a teleporter room, and then I removed all of the storage. It's very odd. You could at least be turned the way I want you to be. For the love of God. Rotate it. Do something. Fine, whatever. Stupid, useless things. Alright, so there you go. 2 titanium. Let's go. Actually, it probably only takes 1. Nope. So there you go. That's 8. And I'm going to need more heavy-duty plating. Quite a bit more, actually, so it's concerning again. Alright, well, we're getting somewhere. Quite a bit of progress. We've come a long way since the beginning, haven't we? Made a hell of a base, visited 2 planets. We got to see a lot of the world. And we made quite an impact on all of the places we've gone to, in that we've done absolutely nothing to them. We just built a hell of a moon base. That's pretty much about it. We've lived in this moon base forever. We're like space hermits. But I mean, it was the best tactic. I mean, should we really be wandering about the moon, and are we going to try to mine it? It has nothing valuable. Like, this just was the best way to survive out here. But we made a spaceship. We traveled all over the place. We never got a chance to make a space station. We could have, but, you know, because I really wanted to. When I got Galactic Craft, I was like, I want to make a space station, but it's a bit of a pain. And so, there's really no point in making one. And I mean, basically, Moonbase is that space station if you think about it. It's basically what we would have had. Oh yeah, it's nighttime, so all of our power's drained. That's concerning. Also, I need one more of those meteorites. Not that an even number is going to do anything good for us. Here we go. Okay, cool. Oh, we can actually sleep through the night, too. I keep forgetting I have a bed. It's dangerous to use this on Mercury. I did think about it, but the problem with Mercury is... Okay. The problem with Mercury is it's very cold at night, so he would just die for being cold instead of being hot. Really wouldn't change anything. So there we go. It should be daytime now. Which means our power generation should be up again. Very good. Alright. Let's cook that. Turn this into stuff. I'm gonna need more aluminum, more iron, and coal. Ugh, we're getting there. It's interesting with the new mic setup. I can actually lay back in my chair. I mean, not that I couldn't do that before, but I'm surprised that I can do it with this new setup, considering there's an arm attached to my desk. And that's my alarm telling me I've got work soon. So that's concerning, as usual. That works for me, sure. Create all the steel. Now I'm going to need a lot more of everything else, though. I need aluminum, copper, tin, and something else, probably. Aluminum, copper, tin, iron. Oh, aluminum. That's what I was getting. Probably twice as much iron. I don't know. Alright, so let me see here. If we've got about 50 minutes of recording, yeah, I'm going to literally have to jump out of the house as soon as this is... Oh, God. 40 minutes from now. No, it's 50 minutes because it's 60. Maybe 50. I still have to make lunch. I'm cutting it too close. I might have to cut the episode 5-10 minutes short. Maybe. It would have to be 5. I think it's going to have to be... Basically, when my second alarm goes off, I'm going to have to stop. Dead in my tracks. Whatever I'm doing has to hit the floor. Because I'm literally that close to being off of time. And at the second alarm, I should have maybe about 10 minutes to make a lunch and get ready to go. I'm not even going to be able to throw this into any sort of rendering stuff to get it prepped. Actually, I've got copper. It's probably it's fine. We got plenty of copper. If anything, I don't have enough bronze, so let's go ahead and make some tin ones. Unfortunately, this doesn't get any faster if you put more power into it. I wish it did. Because I could probably do it if I really wanted to. This thing's almost full. That means my power is about to get a massive boost. Look at this thing. This thing's full of power. Very nice. See, now it would be good to have some sort of lava generation right next to the device, but I don't think we'll actually care to do that. I mean, that dimensional transmitter would be good for it, basically. If we ever make it and it gets us 2 of it, then that would be what we do. If not, then we're only going to use 1 and I'm not going to bother. Because there's no point in doing that. Alright, so we got compressed tin and compressed copper. That'll make bronze. I don't want to go to work. Dang it. I wish YouTube made money. It would take quite a few viewers, man. I don't think I could do it. You know, an interesting fact. I think it's been basically 2 years, just about at this point, since we started YouTube. And what's interesting is the amount of money we've made so far over the course of it, which is quite sad. It makes it very disappointing. And if it weren't for the fact that I just happen to be doing these videos at this point, and maybe something will change later, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. I made $12 after 2 years. So I made maybe $1 a month. I guess I made half $1 a month. So it's looking up. It could be better. Now I don't get to see it until I make 100 anyway, so pretty much doesn't exist. So steel, bronze, I don't have any aluminum. We're getting there. We're almost gonna have something. I'm always in a rush to get ready for work. It's quite odd because you'd think I'd have it down, but I mean I do, but I always like to do stuff up until that point. So I'm always running kind of late. Whereas if I woke up and just got ready, I would just be late because I was too slow at getting ready. Do I want 11? Do I really need 11? Let's just deal with this for now. Alright. We're gonna be there eventually. So I've got 8. That's 4 of each. We're getting there. So I need 8 of these, so I think I'm 1 short overall. So, let's see, aluminum, I need to make 8 aluminum. So there we go. Oh dear. At least we'll be pretty much done with this. We'll just have to make these at some point, but they shouldn't be all that hard. This thing's gonna kill us. Maybe in the off hours I'll set up a piping system for the carbon and stuff, I don't know. Because I mean, basically I'm gonna take this, move it somewhere else, and I'll have it get fed copper, or carbon, and over again produce carbon nanotubes. And then I'll have those pulled out into a chest with a pipe. So there's going to be 2 pipelines connecting it, and it'll be done. I'll need some devices to move the piping stuff, so if the pipes... I think I should have filters in here somewhere. Basic item filter, yeah, so I can put this into the side and tell it to filter out carbon. That's really all it takes. It's 9. 10, 11. Short by a bit. These should both be 8. So at 4, I'll just make 4. We'll see where this goes. I'm just gonna play it by ear from this point forward until I get this thrown together. Two. I wish this could be faster, but there's no upgrades for this thing. I don't know why. Like, none of these devices have upgrades. Because the thing is, I'm filling it with power. It just needed to be faster. Although I do always find upgrades quite annoying. Because when you introduce upgrades, you start limiting stuff a lot more often. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for anything. Like you start to say, oh, okay, well, now that I've got upgrades on, instead of making it so this device always puts out like 600 of something, I'm gonna make it 300 with 3 upgrades or something that you'll want to make it to that number that I originally planned to make it. And then those will each cost the same amount of materials, but you're only gonna plan for 1, so you're like, oh, okay. What do I want to do here? Hold on. 2, 3, 4. So you're going to say, okay, well, I want them to put in a diamond to make this upgrade. Well, now it's 3 diamonds, not just 1. But you always think of just that 1. And so they make the upgrades really expensive and don't realize it. And then later on, maybe they decide to tweak it and add it, make it so it makes 2 or something of it. But then you get that weird, annoying thing where you're just like, oh, okay, I need to produce like 16 upgrades so I can make this actually even with what it should be. I need to use coal. This isn't how steel works. You don't just push coal into the metal. If it was this easy, I'm pretty sure people would be quite happy. Because I'm sure it's more expensive the way it's done. Actually, I don't know, this might be more expensive. Because the thing is, I still have to melt down the plate, and then I have to push in the coal in, whereas steel would be made with the coal and the metal right away, and then just poured, kind of. Not that you could use coal in it. Steel is actually produced with, like, I think some multiple different materials. Not just coal. And besides, coal's probably just used to heat it. I don't know. I don't make steel. Maybe someday. Alright, and I need 3 more of that, so I need to make more. We're almost there. Just a bit further. Okay. Oh, look, the system's got full power. Isn't it wonderful? I'm not quite sure. Maybe I can set it to be unknown underneath this, because... Well, I don't really want it pulling power, though. But the thing is, if it can pull power, it should. Because right now, there's a surplus of power. So at this point, it'd be best to take power. You just have to be careful with it, because you don't want pulling it from the system. But it's not connected in any way that it would. It's only inputs. So that is now being charged by the solar panel out there, which has been storing power in the first place. Once that's full, though, then this will fill up, and then there will be no more power. And then at night, this will drain first, then the battery, and then the total battery. In theory. Oh. I need to remember I have compressed copper already. It never occurs to me. Ugh. Oh dear. It's gonna suck driving to work. Because I get tired on that drive. It's like driving normally doesn't put me to sleep, but there's something about it being nighttime. It's too dark. Can't see. So I just start falling asleep while awake. It's terrible. Maybe someday I'll have a normal job. Someday. Steel. Alright. We're right on the edge of it. It's almost time. I'm just like watching the clock. I'm anticipating what I should do. And I'm just like thinking to myself, you know, should I just finish the ship and end it? That would be pretty logical, but I don't know if it's the right path. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I can do anything else. I think I can set up the factory, maybe, because it's going to take a time. It's a timer for this. This has to be created. I have to focus on that individually. This requires me to go to Venus, which I'm really not wanting to threaten. Although I am building the ship, so I might want to go. But I need a teleporter for it, and I haven't done that yet. I think maybe I'll just finish these and set up the factory. I don't know.